Well, the weather's turned today, not so nice anymore. I think this could be the start of the typical Scottish weather for the rest of the trip. It's pretty clagged in today, and a cool breeze, been raining a bit through the night, and the forecast for the next few days doesn't look, it's not bad, but it doesn't look good, not like what we've been getting anyway. But to be fair, we've had a good run. Had over a week of hot, sunny days, so yeah. But today the plan, at the minute, we're here at Ullapool, so we're going to come down, stick to the coast as much as we can, and the plan is to do a camp somewhere around Torridon, either a wild camp or a campsite, I'm not sure yet. See what the weather's doing and how Julie and Alfie are feeling. And so after that we'll go across to Applecross, camp the night, and then I think, because we've got round a bit quicker than we thought we might, I think we might then go and have a couple of nights on Skye before getting the ferry back from Skye to Mallaig, and then drive back across the island to the ferry to get back across to Fort William, and then we'll probably have one more camp and then we'll be heading home, unfortunately. So yeah, let's hope that this burns off and that we have some more decent weather, but the way it is at the minute, I'm not convinced. So anyway, we'll get packed up and we'll hit the road. So we're leaving Ullapool now. We've just been to Tesco to grab some supplies, some extra beers, bread rolls, things like that. And Julie's just nipped into that shop there to get a book that Alfie wants. And we'll literally fill up at the petrol station down there on the way out. And that's it, we're heading into the Highlands again, through Torridon, where the mountains are real mountains, and see where we end up tonight. So we've driven down the A835 from Ullapool and turned right west onto the coastal route, and we've come across a load of moorland up there. It's pretty bleak, really foggy, and it's pretty remote and wild across this section. There's a truck up there. Anyway, I stopped because I saw this waterfall and just wandered over, and wow, very nice. Quite a few midges here though, not much breeze down in this dip, and I'm getting bitten as we speak, but it's worth it. So we've driven about another 5 miles down the road and stopped at the Dundonald Hotel and the Broombeg Bar to get a coffee. And this is the problem with the North Coast 500. You drive 5 miles and stop, drive another 3 miles and stop, because you're constantly seeing things you want to stop and look at, take photos of and videos of. And I mean, just look at this. It's not the best weather, but the views are still spectacular. And all the sheep grazing on the estuary, mud and whatever it is that's growing in it, some form of grass and whatever. Fantastic. just stopped with a view over Loch Marry. It's got all the islands in the loch, and it's one of my future plans. Hopefully, is to get a canoe and canoe along the loch, visit the islands, and camp on them. And I think one of them's got a very ancient burial ground on it as well, and an old chapel. Done a quick stop at the Victoria Falls on the shore of Loch Marry. Quite impressive. So we've pulled over for a brew, and we're currently driving down through Glen Torridon from Kinloch, which is the road from here, Kinloch to Torridon. And it's a fantastic drive, single track, passing places. And it's a bit of a trip down memory lane because I used to come up here a lot, climbing and mountaineering, and you've got some pretty big mountains around here. So you've got I don't know how you pronounce this, but Skjor Dub. You've got Leotach, which is a typical Torridon area mountain, pointy. You've got Benay, and yeah, I used to come up here a lot climbing these, especially in winter. And this road this gets shut off in winter, you can't get down it. And the scenery is just stunning. It's absolutely stunning. It's actually a nice day as well now. It's quite hot. So we've pulled over in this car park. We're just going to have a brew, have a rest. My back's hurting a bit with all the driving and sleeping on an airbed now for 8-9 days, whatever it is. But it's just amazing. So we just drop the back of the truck, fire the stove up, stretch our legs. So we've driven along the north shore of Loch Torridon, which is the loch you can see, to a place called Invergallon, and it's about 5 miles along the north shore, and the road pretty much comes to a stop, and there's a wild camping spot just up the road which I'll show later, and it's you just make a donation. There's no services or anything, but there's a river running alongside it, and there's this pick your own fruit and veg thing here, and it's literally pick your own, weigh it and pay for it in an honesty box, which everybody's just so trusting up here and so honest. It's nice. And this is pretty much it. This is Invergallon. It's just a few houses at the end of the road, and it's beautiful. It's some form of butterfly, isn't it, mate? I think it's dead. It's stuck to the road. And it's hot, it's really hot. So what an amazing place. If we weren't out looking for a campsite, we wouldn't have come here. Look, all the load of Munros over there, all the mountains. And we're in this stunning place, and just had a call off my parents, who were just keeping an eye on the house while we were away, and apparently there's been a big thunderstorm, tripped the electrics out, so everything in the freezer's gone off. But it kind of pales into insignificance really when you're somewhere like this. It's a sort of, oh well, so what? We can buy some more food, we can clean the freezer up, not a problem. I'm just walking past the end of this road in Invergallon, and I don't think you'll be able to see it on the camera. But just up there at the side of the road is a deer, a small deer. There it is, just run across the road. I hope that comes out. We'll have to find out what that is, won't we?
It's a caterpillar.
I know it's a caterpillar. But what sort of caterpillar?
A caterpillar with...
Maybe it turns into one of them moths that we saw at Tommyton.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's time for a dip. Wash the sweat off.
Oh. Julie, this is well funny. Look at his man boobs.
So we've got camp set up now. Oh, I've had a wash in the river. Alfie's and Julie have had a shower off the solar shower on the top of the truck using the spiral hose. The midges are starting to come out now, the wind's dropped, so we're all getting protected from the cream, or you know, what's it called? Insect repellent on.
Yep. Aggie got bracelet to keep the midges away from my wrist.
Very good.
My wristies.
Very good. And we'll be lighting a fire soon. Get the tea going.
Yeah.
Julie's got the net on.
The net woman has returned.
Lumpy.
Yeah.
Lumpy's got a net on. So, just looking at the sky, sort of darkening up a bit, and check the weather as well. And there's a yellow warning for thunderstorms tonight, so we just need to be careful because we're camping next to a river, and if we have a lot of rain, that could rise. I think we'll be alright. That'd have to rise quite a way, 2 or 3 feet, maybe 4 feet, but just have to keep an eye on it. Sky is definitely getting dark now, and we've heard a few rumbles of thunder in the distance. Looks like the clouds are coming our way, and a good indicator is the smoke on the fire. It's not really going straight up, it's moving sort of along the ground. That's always an indicator it's going to rain. So we've got our tarp up, we've got our fire pit underneath there, so we'll transfer the fire into that if we need to. We've got some dry wood, we've got our tools to make the fire, a brew kit, so we're all sorted. Everything else is put away. We're just prepared just in case. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's Midge City. Light rain, no wind, worst conditions are out. So I think we'll just be packing up and getting out of here as fast as we can. And then we'll stop somewhere along the route for breakfast. escaped the wild camp at Invergallon, and we've fled to this hotel. I think it's like an outward bound centre stroke hotel stroke bar. I'm not sure what it's called actually. We just dived in here and Julie's just gone in to see if we can get a coffee. And even down here there's plenty of them flying about, but nowhere near as bad as the camp. I think it's called the Torridon Activities Centre, something like that. Yeah, we've escaped. I've got to try and get these two out of here. I don't think they want to come out because of the midges. So we're in Applecross. I've got to be honest, there's not really a lot here. A couple of cafes, a little shop. Pay yourself petrol pump. Rocky Shore. That's pretty much it. So we just sat here having a coffee and we'll walk back up to the campsite. Yeah, nice place, but not the nicest place we've been to. So we've got the basics of camp set up, but we're just sorting out all the kit, and because we've had nearly 2 weeks of throwing it in and out the truck, and stuff needs airing out, sorting out, repacking, and just doing things like charging up the drone batteries. Got plenty of beer.
It looks so far away on the phone.
Well, the weather's brightened up today from this morning, but we just had a shower and now the wind stopped, and yeah, you guessed it, the midges are out in force again. So hopefully the breeze will pick up again a bit later. If not, we'll have to light the barbecue, bit of smoke. But it's actually quite warm now. So at the minute, we're here in Applecross. And tomorrow we're going to take the loch across the mountains to here. The loch is a pass of the cattle, and I believe that in years gone by, the crofters and the farmers in the Highlands would bring their cattle down this, what used to be a track, which is now a mountain road, to Applecross to put them on boats. And obviously now it's a tarmac road, but it's very narrow. It's one of the most dangerous roads in Britain, I believe. We'll then travel around here, and we've got a choice then whether to take the narrow roads and follow the coast, which I'd like to do, or if time's a problem, we could carry on down here. We'll go over the Kyle of Loch and on to Skye. And then hopefully get all the way up here to either Portree, or if time's going well, maybe up to Staffing and camp the night. And then the next day we'll get up, carry on round and do another camp somewhere along here, and the day after come along, drop down to Ardvisar and get the ferry to Mallaig, which is over here. So that's a loose plan at the minute. A lot of driving tomorrow, so we need to get up early and get on. Campsite, and a lad called Robert Stevenson come over, and he's recognised the truck. He's been following on Facebook and the build, so yeah, nice. Had a good chat with him.